Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all doing today. It is Baltimore Raven. I'll be ready to watch some Baltimore Raven football. I'm your host, Jason Michael Johnson, aka J Money Baby, and we're here watching some Baltimore Ravens football, and we're actually at the start of the second quarter right now. There is going to be some delay to this, so hopefully anyone who is watching this, thank you for joining. Let me go ahead and actually do something real quick. Let me pin let me pin, I'm gonna pin a comment real quick, pin something out, a link real quick. I'm trying to pin the donation link here. So give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. Just got to go ahead here. Oh, I can do Q&As and polls in here. Alright, that's nice. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just starting to get new into everything, so give me a second to, let me get this freaking thing up here. Whoo, what? Jeez. Okay, let me find the. Okay, let me find. What's that link? What's that link here? One second, I'm trying to pull up the. I think this is it here. Don't have time for that. Jesus. Here it is. Alright, there we go. There it is. Link to donate here is there, and let's see, is there a way of pinning it? Yes, here it is. There we go. There's the pin. Alright. So if you anyone who is watching right now currently, if you want to donate, here's a link. Here's a donation link here to donate to the channel. And right now it is an hour at the game, and right now on the punt return, and dude got blasted into the 15 on the 15. Houston's 15. Right now, we are currently live from M&T Bank Stadium. Baltimore Ravens is taking on the Houston Texans. The Ravens are up 7-0 right now. Are now 7-0 right now. I am pretty much, the current screen is under delay, I say a good amount of delay. So right now I'm pretty much at the punt return. So I am I am right now currently. So I think I have everything set up now. Let's see here. Anyways, I'll do some other things there. So yes, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first message. This is the first chat. Apologies for accidentally not getting much done. I'm very apologies to everyone on this one. Stream is kind of not the best right now. We're just trying to at least get stuff done. So hopefully we're just getting progress. We're just getting started. Hopefully everyone is feeling okay. We're just getting everything set up. Everything's getting so right now we're just make sure everything looks good. Alright. Yep, everything's looking good so far. We already put a link here into this on the Twitter, aka also known as X. Woo! That is a dive. I'm just looking at this link here, looking at that touchdown, and right now the offense is looking rather slow. And I am seeing the Ravens, and I'm seeing Greg Roman trending. It looks like it's just pretty much people talking about like probably the I wonder if there's anything latest like way this game is going so far. No more Greg Roman. Let's see. Someone mentioned, what the Greg Roman was that called Texans? Okay. So it hasn't done anything, but our offense has gotten slow. It's kind of interesting. I think this is an offense. I think what's going on is the Ravens offense is just right now trying to like compete. I think what's going on is I think the Ravens offense is just starting to get used to each other, used to it right now. Right now, it's just, I think this is the second half they'll actually have it gelled. But I do believe this is kind of, but I do think this is kind of a interesting. Let's see if the pass rush. Okay, so Shroud did run, but he only got, I think, 3. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and close that up real quick. Close up and I'm gonna close Twitter and this upper link here. We'll just go back to everything else. So right now it is 3rd and 1, and my goodness, and that's Robert Woods with that catch. Jeez, got that catch in tight coverage. If you are tuning in currently, the Ravens are. Right, so here we go on this play here. This right now, it's kind of going sort of. And the Ravens are running. It's a run play on, I believe that's Pierce. Pierce on that run, and that is going to be 2nd and 5. So we got 5 yards on that one. Once again, if you are just tuning in, we are kind of going to be experiencing a little delay. We're experiencing some significant delay in terms of like what's going on live and what is on the game. Yeah, somehow apparently my internet was my stream. I'm streaming on my like Amazon Fire Stick was acting weird. And that should be a sack. Wow, how is he not getting hit? How did he not get hit? And he's throwing the football here. And it is now picked off. It was knocked down right there. But man, CJ Stroud elusively was escaping out, I believe, being sacked for the 3rd time, I believe, in this game. So we're gonna see. I might be seeing some things here. Whew. Here we go, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, and Ravens flock is going nuts here. Ball is at the Houston 42, and they're taking a timeout. 10 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game. So right now we're kind of going through the motions. Going through some things. So since that is going to be the case, I'm going to take, looks like that's going to be a 30-second timeout, so it's nothing too crazy. Now, but so far, wait, was that their 2nd timeout? Jeez, that's already a 2nd timeout and a half. Okay, that sounds a little crazy if you're using your 2 of your free timeouts and a half. And Ravens and there's the decibel counter going off. And yeah, it is. I will say I have been in that crowd. I have screamed loud, and I will tell you, there needs to be a warning, like warning. You may lose your voice at the end of the game, and that is caught by Robert Woods, and that's a first down right there, and that's gonna be a first down. So good drive so far on that one. And did it actually hit the ground? And it's actually pretty good. He was looking right and then looking left. Owe was almost on him. If he just didn't throw that ball, if he just held that ball for another half a second, he would have actually got hit on that one. Let's see what happens here. 1st and 10. That is caught by, I believe, Dalton Schultz. And that is going to be a 2nd and 5. 5 right there. It's the clock is ticking away. And my stream is acting. Okay, so my stream is doing this thing where it's rolled back. So I'm just gonna try to at least avoid. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I can actually avoid links because it's like this weird thing right now. Yeah, it's doing it weird. I don't know if it's just pretty much the internet or the actual stream is actually weird as all hell. I'll try at least stick with it, but if anything, but if worst comes to worst, I'm probably going to be listening to some kind of live stream and find something, like somebody watching the game themselves. Because last thing I want to do is like say, just clip it. But it is interesting, but I do feel like if it is that case, I feel bad because I want you guys to. I want to enjoy this game. Anyways, let me actually post this. Let me share this on. Versus Texans. Alright, let's see here. Texans. Let's see. Share. Facebook and post. Alright, there we go. Posted. Anything else? There are all the others. Yeah, so I'm like right now. Everything's a little weird right now. If anything worse goes worse, I'm probably gonna be going a lot. I'm just gonna react to. I'll probably just go through like ESPN. I'll probably just use ESPN and just go through the game track for here because right now this is delayed, like delayed. Anyways, going through all the scores right now. Let's go through the scoreboard of all the games right now. Currently, Buccaneers are down 7-3 over the Vikings. Vikings are up 7-3 over Buccaneers. 10 minutes, 27 seconds left in that quarter. In the second quarter, Panthers tied with less than 5 minutes left in the game. 49ers are ahead of the Steelers 17-0. Jesus. Bengals Browns is Browns up 3-0 over Bengals. Bengals Titans are up 6-3 over Saints. Jaguars Colts tied at 7 apiece. And lastly, Commanders are up on the Cardinals 7-6. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. Wait, go ahead, pull that up. So, all right. So we're actually might have to go live. We're just gonna have to break it down from here because ESPN. Because right now the stream link is because right now I'm on Fire 6 is way behind. So, so right now it is the Texans are on the board now. Are now on board. Ravens now lead 7-3 over the Texans as Kyrie Fairburn sinks a 35-yard field goal for score. For score. So, all right, going into stats here right now. Ravens have accrued 95 total yards, and after 21 plays, 7 of them, 7 first downs, and have had the ball for 12 minutes 15 seconds. Texans have now accrued 76 yards out of 24 total plays, 4 first downs, and with over 13 minutes, close to 14 minutes on possession. Win probability currently is Ravens are favored to win this game 73.4%, which, let's be honest, is nothing really. So, not really. So, we might have to use. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be using. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna be doing. Is I'm gonna use. So yeah, we're probably gonna use that. What we're probably gonna use is the here. So I'm right now. Let's see here. So currently, right now, my internet is acting like a bitch right now. Currently my streaming stick, my Amazon Fire Stick is acting is delayed like crazy. So we're just gonna go use ESPN. So right now we have Ravens now have a ball at their own 25 thanks to a touchback. So let's see how this goes on this drive here currently. So okay. So all right. So J.K. Dobbins has rushes for 4 on this one, tackled by Denzel Perryman, I believe. That's Denzel Perryman. So they're on 2nd and 6 at their own 29. So right now, Ravens are currently waiting. Okay, so Lamar Jackson actually would scramble and actually would end up getting 14 yards. 14 yards. So that is a first down Ravens on their and now they're on 3-3. Fun play, no huddle from shotgun. Lamar Jackson would throw a pass to J.K. Dobbins and it would fall incomplete. Falls incomplete. Ravens now have all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning, so they have plenty of time to actually get some possession to actually move this ball down the field and at least either A, get a touchdown, or B, get Justin Tucker out on the field for him to kick field. And Lamar's going to run for a 1-yard gain there, and it is now 3rd and 9. 39 on the clock. 39 with 2 minutes 45 seconds left on the clock and ticking. So far, the Texans defense is keeping Ravens in a way honest. In a way, keeping the Ravens offense honest here. And 39, and Lamar Jackson's pass would fall incomplete to with pass intended for Odell Beckham Jr. and that falls incomplete. So that's 4th and 9, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Actually, no, that would not. Actually, that means Ravens have to punt. So this is. So I don't know if this is a play on the part of the Ravens defense. This Texans defense is really making sure no one actually gets a chance in this one. And there's a 4th and 9, and the Ravens and Isaiah Likely got the call for a false start, and now it's 4th and 14 on the Ravens 39. So. Yeah, Ravens are really having trouble in this game. Ravens offense is not been able to have not had to get, is not looking like, it's not running like a Ferrari as many Ravens fans have intended. So, the question is what's going on here. So, this is actually, if this is probably on the part of the actual, so this is pretty much the part of the Texans defense. So I guess the Texans defense is playing adamantly in this one because they are really making sure that one, there has not been any wide receivers are being open, and number 2, they're quieting the rush down. So it is an interesting first half, to say so. So right now we're at a 2-minute warning. Minute 54 left in the second quarter. Minute 54 left in the first half. And right now the Ravens are really getting stuck. Wow. Yep, and that was actually a pretty good call right there as the Texans blitz on that one, and Jackson was unable to get that football off in time on Odell. So I'm kind of going now live watching this, and Jackson almost gets hit by number 5. I believe that's Petrie. That's right. So yeah, it's not looking good right there. Anyways, so in this one, ball is at Houston's 12, 1st and 10. So there is not looking good so far. For Ravens, only basically so far 3 punts, an interception, and a touchdown. And there's Mark Andrews, who is going to be in a game day scratch. So I guess the question is that the issue the presence of Mark Andrews not being on the field kind of stifled the offense, is stifling this offense a little bit, which if that's the case, that is, which could play a role in this, why this offense is not playing up to their fullest potential. But I think that is, but looks like that's just 1 week, and what is going on here? Yeah, it's still doing that weird shit. Okay. Yeah, it's still doing that weird shit. We're like rolling back. It's like rolling back to like few seconds. So, right now, I don't have much to say. I'm just right now. Remy has a link. Is pretty much going off with Ravens offense right now, and pretty much this is probably what a lot of Ravens fans are probably saying right now in this case.
That's all. Listen to everybody. Nobody.
I love it. I love that clip of like of pretty much Michael Irvin pretty much is like just yeah. Let me find pretty much. Anyways, right now it is right now it is rather interesting. See, let me go for alright, let's see what's going on here. Alright, back on. Let's see here. And Devin Singletary first. Alright, first down. Let me make sure. Okay, hang on. That ad was not gonna. I was like, please, we're not doing copyright. Just didn't want to do a copyright with commercials. Alright, let's go in there. Alright, let's go back to reading this. Alright. So on 1st and 10, Devin Singletary would run to the Houston 16 for 4 yards, and unfortunately there was a penalty by Justin Manabuke on face mask, so that gave him, so that was pretty much a free 15 on top of the 4. At 4, so that was basically a 19-yard gain. Yep, clearly grabs the face mask in this as he was pulling him down. Way not right, nothing bad call on that one. Bad play on that one right there. Next, Singletary runs back-to-back plays. First one for 2, next one for 1, and Ravens called a timeout. Called a timeout on that one, and called a timeout. And now we're at on that 37 after a timeout. C.J. Stroud would throw to Tank Dell for a 10-yard gain, 10-yard pickup for first down. And now, and once again, C.J. Stroud now and throws another pass to Robert Woods, who catches a short pass and gets pushed out of bounds for a 19-yard gain. So, and now the Texans have the ball at the Ravens 37. And that pretty much also stops the clock now. So now 40 seconds left. C.J. Stroud would throw to Nico Collins, and that goes incomplete. So now we're second 10. That's second and 10. But geez, the Texans offense is picking itself up. Is now starting to actually play to their, are actually throwing the ball now, and now they're testing this offense, testing that Ravens secondary now, and that is scary because this is a Texans secondary that does not have Marlon Humphrey in the backfield. I don't know if, and I'm not sure if Kyle Hamilton is okay. I just saw his numbers. I was gonna say Collandon is back on the field, so I guess he. So I guess in the very beginning of the game where he was leaving early, seemed to be going out. He is actually back. It seems like everything is good. Wow, that was bad. Who was okay? Whoever was going for the pick and did not get it. Who was that? That was Brandon Stevens. My goodness, my guy. You had wow. Dude was trying to go for the pick, running pick, and just fell and just missed clearly. And just basically just let that man get those free yards perfectly. Those free yards perfectly. Yeah, now the Ravens they're testing this. Okay, now the Texans are now starting to test this offense and see what they're got. All right, we're now 3rd and 15 as thanks to a false start by Larry Tunsil. So 3rd and 15 at the Ravens 42. And Ravens 42, 31 seconds left in this first half. Can the Ravens at least make a stop here? The big thing is that actually took the Texans field goal range and we have shit. And the Ravens end up Cedar Charwood throws to Tank Jones deep and incomplete, but we have a rough in the passer call, which gave the Texans a free 15 yards. Now the ball is at the Ravens 27, and Ravens call timeout with 25 seconds left on the clock. So, my question is. Is it clearly rough in the passer? Let's see what it is in the what it looks like in the NFL. So I'm actually wow, that was Tunsil flinched on that one because I think let me see if this hit. What does even hit look like? And that's on number 98, Jones. Let's see. He pushed him off. He just kind of pushed him off, and I'm like, dude, why? Ball is clear out of his hands, and it's clear out of his hands, and he just pushed him off. Just. Anyways, Ravens have one timeout left. Once again, 1st and 10 from the Ravens 27. So we should have someone coming up in a second. Okay, let's see. Alright, here we go. Alright, there it is. First and 10, CJ Stroud would throw incomplete to Nico Collins. Incomplete. So second and 10. Alright, we're just. Yeah, anyone wondering, like, am I calling anything from the games? My apologies. Right now, my streams, my Fire Stick is on some significant delay. So, under a significant delay, I don't know what's going on. Okay. So right now, I'm going to go ahead. And okay, we're now at halftime. And halftime as Kyle Fairburn actually kicks a 38-yard field goal. Would kick a 38-yard field goal. And on second and 10, CJ Stroud will find Robert Woods for a 7-yard pickup. And first 7-yard pickup. Pickup and spiked it. So at halftime, Ravens now lead 7-6, and I think the Texans get the ball to start the second half, I believe. Am I correct? Yeah, so now in that case, that means the Texans get the ball to start the second half, and they're up 7, and they're down by 1. Yeah, I'm gonna stick on. I'm gonna stick around Twitter for real quick, because, yeah, let's just say this gonna be. We need to go through some things. Let's chicken wings real quick. Let's see. Up 1 against the Texans. Oh, what is that? That Jack Daniels with like Cocoa Puffs? Get it together. Right. See, this is why I'm just gonna say it right now. If Ravens just call it, this is why. I'm just saying this right now. We just need to we gotta take things one game at one step. Jeez, my nose is. Apologies for sniffling. I don't know what's with this congestion. Yeah, they need. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, Houston receives second half kickoff. So this is actually a pretty much interesting one. And Raven safety Marcus Williams was in the sideline, and they're looking at his arm or shoulder, which is again not good. Yeah. Right now, I'm just gonna be like. Yeah, I don't know right now. I'm just like right now, it is getting. I'm just really hoping that this is actually not the end of this game, so. Alright, let's see what else is going on. Some more. Let's see what else is left. Jeez. What happened here? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, now they're more weekly, so let's see what happens. Lamar is offensive line. Week 1 is interesting because we can't tell if Ravens offense, if the offense sucks, or if Texans defense is actually legit. I can agree on that one because this is an interesting one because this is week 1 because we can't tell if the offense isn't gelling or if the Texans defense is just that good. Yeah, you gotta realize that none of your offense starters played, so you gotta give them time, and it's just the offensive line. Yeah, that is another thing. None of the starters have played anything, so they're just worrying. Let's see. Lost incoming. 5 pickets. What? Get the. Why are you here? Why are you here? Get out of here. Let's see. Owen needs to figure out. I hope Williams okay. And I hope Marcus Williams is alright. We are going to lose. Our offense can't not get it together. How can we still not throw the damn ball? Can the offense wake up now? And it's just Damian phrase like Boreface. Like the report missing persons report. Ravens all line is missing. Barely being team we should be blowing out. Ravens football is back, baby. And it's pretty much that Bernie Sanders meme. I'm once again asking a talented Ravens offense to play to their full potential. Go to the locker room to fix this up, please. It's just embarrassing. Tell the O-line wake up. Ravens team losing in trenches is sad to watch. Harbaugh Barry not babying them in the locker room, chewing them the fuck out. Get it together. Watching CJ have years to throw. Yikes. Watching them on the ground every play. Big yikes. Let's see here. Defense needs help. Our defense out. Our line is embarrassing. We're going to be okay. Let's see. Just play games with these. However, start with the mistakes now and learn from them for later in the season so they don't happen again. When will we play? This was an awful play, but after halftime, season. Defense, thank you. Offense, no shit, embarrassing. Your team and Texans and everyone watching see is brushing, blitzing Lamar on stuff. Don't just let them free blitz, set up screens, or use Lamar legs more, or beef it up with the extra times online. But just, damn it. Okay. Let's check the penalties, actually. I have not noticed that. Let's check the penalties. Full team stats. Let's go through the full team stats here. Let's go through the full stats here. So both teams have gotten 8 first downs for Texans. 6 of them came from passing. 2 from them through our own penalties. Ravens have 8 as well. 2 from passing, 4 from rushing, and 2 from penalties themselves. Third down efficiency right now. Texans are 4 of 9 from third down. We are 3 and 7 total plays. In terms of plays, Texans lead on that aspect, 34-26. 26 with 15 minutes 43 seconds of possession time. Ravens 26 with 14 minutes and 17 seconds of passing of possession time. Total yards. Titans lead on that one, 119-114. With 3 point, yet the Ravens have 4.4 yards per play compared to the Texans 3.5. Passing, Texans lead in that aspect, 80-53. 83. Texans 13 out of 20 on passing, and Ravens 7 out of 11. And with one, the Ravens threw one interception earlier in the game, I believe on their second drive game. Both teams each have a sack. First one was from Texans have one for 11, and that was when Texans went for it on fourth down on their first drive. Ravens, I'm not sure when that 7-yard sack was earlier in that drive. Next, rushing. Ravens are three lead on that aspect, 16-1-39 out of 14 rushing attempts, 4.4 yards per rush. And Texans are 39 for 13 rushing attempts, so 3 yards per carry. And in terms of penalties, Ravens are the ones damaging themselves, as they have committed 9 penalties for 82 yards, and the Texans have committed 4 penalties and contributed 45 yards to the Ravens. So, and only 1 turnover, and that was pretty much from the Ravens. So, right now it is 81 and cloudy over in Baltimore, and I don't know what the current thing is going on. So we're still at halftime. Yeah, right now a lot of people basically the main thing is Ravens are pretty much just like right now just saying we should be beating the dog shit out of the Texans team. I kind of think we should, but I think what's going on here is, okay, so this is what Spencer and Schultz, who is an NFL draft scout, he says, halftime report, Baltimore's making mistakes from Houston. They're not making Baltimore is expecting mistakes from Houston, and they're not making any. Right now, Todd Monken isn't pushing the ball downfield. I think Jackson's at best when he's in space. J.K. Dobbins is looking dynamic against your will as Houston match 7 in the box. And right now, C.J. Stroud has rarely stepped up in the pocket. His attack is outside in with 2 oval rushes, and he will make mistakes and make him get the ball out from the pocket quickly. And then we're going through this whole thing with pretty much. Yeah, right now it is. So I guess we'll see what's going on here. So it's halftime now. Since Cleveland Browns are up 10-0 over Cincinnati Bengals. It is a tie game in Minnesota as the Vikings and Buccaneers are tied at 10. Let's see here. The Titans lead Saints 9-6, less than a minute left in that quarter. The Falcons and Panthers are currently tied up at 7 apiece, and they're already into the third quarter already. The Jaguars lead the Colts 14-7 at half, and here's the Steelers are right now first and goal from San Francisco free, and can score with less than 20 seconds left in half. And the Cardinals are ahead of Commanders 13-10. 13-10. So 13-10. Let's see what's going on with the rest of the quarter. Let's see. Okay, I was looked up and I was like, what was that? I was like, it sounded like someone was like coming in. I'm like, hold on, I know my door locks. So I was like, about to say, like, hold on, I know my door locked here. So hold on. All right, so I guess not. Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like the AP Top 25 has come out. Georgia's still number 1. Michigan is now still number 2. Florida State is now at 3rd. Texas moved up to number 4 over Alabama after their victory over Alabama. USC is now 5. Ohio State 6. Penn State 7. Washington 8. 9 is Notre Dame, and Alabama runs out that top 10. The rest is Tennessee as follows. From 11 down is Tennessee, Utah, Oregon, LSU, Kansas State, Oregon State, Ole Miss, Colorado, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Duke, Miami, Washington State, UCLA, and Iowa. Let's see if there's any points here. Speaking of which, the Clemson is now out of the game because of last week's loss to Duke, and their rout against Charleston Southern was not enough. Speaking of which, teams that are out of the rankings is also Texas A&M, Houston, Texas A&M is out, Wisconsin is out, and Tulane is also out. So those 3 teams are out. Top 25. So we'll see what happens next. And here, let's see what else. So wanted to break that down, and looks like the game we're coming back on. First quarter is now over. Let's see what is going on. Yeah, alright. Let's see what happens now. What can the Ravens do in this game? So, let's see what is going on here now. Let me go ahead and put up the board. Alright, here we go. We're now starting the first quarter. Okay. Now we're starting the first quarter here. Let's go ahead. Put this back on. And we're going to go ahead and get off the Twitter real quick. Alright, if everyone is watching this right now, thank you very much. My apologies for checking in. So let's go ahead and check the alright, 1st and 10. And we have a sack going. And it starts off with a sack as Justin Matabuke actually would get CJ Stroud in and pushes him back 11 yards. Pushes him back 11 yards. At 11 yards. 11 yards. So that is his 2nd sack of the game. So Ravens even starting off strong. Let's see what is on the next play here. 2nd and 21 from the Houston 14. Stroud rolls back. He looking like he's gonna get sacked twice. He almost is about to pretty much pretty much he was pretty much about to be warned, very close to almost being told, my friend, listen, rookie, you cannot shoot bullets. If your gun is on safety, and it was about to be 2 for your mistakes, almost 2 for your mistakes, and Clowney was the one who ended up getting that outside pressure. And he was able to break free, and it almost had him right there, almost within the 5. So right now, Clowney is making an impact. He's now making an impact now. 3rd and 21. Here we go. Al drops back, throws screen, and he finds his man, but he's gonna fall short. And he is gonna be stopped at the 23. But what's the penalty here? But we're just going to see what this penalty is here. And there's a laundry out the field. It looks like an illegal shift on the offense. And that is going to be declined. And the Ravens are going to put them on 4th down. And Mick Rise is going to go ahead and let the punter come on out the field. Come on out this field. Not field. We got Devin Duvernay in the back field, ready to receive the punt. And he's going to go ahead and punt this ball out, and it is going to fall short at the 29. Bounce and go at 29. So Ravens will be back on this field. Let's see what was said to that offense. Hopefully someone has any guts to actually tell his offense to get their shit together. All right, here we go. Coming up 1st and 10. All right. So, yes, we're on ahead. Let's check in here. Alright, let's check in here. Good. We actually have a viewer on here, actually, earlier. So, thank you very much to that viewer. Apologies if for not staying on. I guess my apologies. We're just gonna see here. So right now we are currently right now just waiting for again coming back on. Right now, we are currently in the 3rd quarter. Ravens are able to at least be on the 3 and out. Go ahead and put this here. Alright, there we go. Alright, right now Ravens are currently ahead. Ravens goes up, and it's caught by Zay Flowers, and that is a 20-yard pickup, and that's gonna be a 1st down Ravens. 1st down Ravens. And let me turn this down. I did not notice that this was high, so let me turn that down a little bit. Alright, here we go. 1st and 10 now. Almost at midfield. Ravens 49. And J.K. Dobbins rushes, and he's going to get the yard. So now we're at midfield, right at 50. Directly at 50. Alright, so right now, 3rd, it's a 2nd down and 9. So now we're at 2nd and 9. Alright, So that's going to be 2nd and 9. And he's going to be rolled back. So we're going to go with what's going on now. So we're just going to use this because the thing decided to roll back on me. So Jake Dobbins is going to run again. Ran again for 4 yards. 4 yards. And yards. And the Ravens end up calling a timeout with less than 12 minutes. So, surprising. Yeah, so we're just gonna use our pretty much ESPN from there. So Lamar Jackson is gonna pass short. He's gonna pass, ends up throwing to save Flowers again for a 19-yard completion. And now Ravens are in Houston territory at the 27. And then on the following pass, Lamar Jackson would find Rashad Bateman for another completion, 6 for 18 yards. Now they're at 1st and goal at the Houston 9. Afterwards, Lamar Jackson would find Zay Flowers again for 2 more yards. And now it's 2nd and goal at the Ravens at the Houston 7. Let's see what happens here. Here on 2nd and goal. As right now we are pretty much going to have to wait it out. And it is now 3rd and goal as the Ravens, as Lamar Jackson would find J.K. Dobbins for a 5-yard completion. And now 3rd and goal at the 2. The Ravens have pretty much, I guess, heard and realized, hey, we need to get our shit. Hey, we need to get better at this. We need to get back into swing of things, which is getting this ball. And the Ravens would score again, and we have a Ravens touchdown, Ravens. And touchdown Ravens as Justice Hill would run into the end zone for a 2-yard score. And the Ravens are going to go up 14-6. Are now going to go up 14-6, and I guess the stream is now starting to keep up with the actual game, kind of keeping up with a little bit more of a game at hand, because now I'm seeing the 2nd and goal. So right now we're seeing the score, going to see the touchdown happen. So let's see if it is a score or is it under review. Let's see. What's going on here? Let's see that. And now I'm just trying to see what the score was, and now this just went back. So because right now, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to keep up with the actual score at hand. And what just happened? That was weird. And yep, that is indeed a touchdown. And that is indeed a touchdown. So as Justice would easily just walk his way in the end zone, no problem whatsoever. And what just happened here? Did the Ravens just score? Go for 2? I'm trying to see what just happened. Was there a thought? Yeah, okay, so that's what happened. Okay, so all right, okay, so those who were to know, on the extra point attempt, the Texans would rush offside, offsides on the extra point attempts. They were trying to get a jump on stopping the GOAT from scoring never extra point. And because of that, now the Ravens, instead of just kicking another extra point, they said, you know what? Let's go ahead, pull out the Uno cards, and give up 2 4-air mistakes as Justice Hill would run up the middle and score. And oh no in heaven, J.K. Dobbins is actually going into the locker room. And he was being escorted out. Oh no. Oh no. That is not good if you're a Ravens fan. And Ravens flock is now losing their minds. And might be. Nope, it actually appears that Gus Edwards would get that 2-point conversion. And the Ravens are now up 15-6 over. Are now 15-6. All right, now it is a interesting thing. We're actually going through ton. It is. I'm really just like right now. It is kind of nuts, but man, if you're a fan, that is something you do not want to see. I'm going to go ahead and watch. I'm going to watch the go through Twitter right now because they're probably saying to themselves, is losing their collective minds at this moment as we speak. And Marcus Williams is going to be out the rest of the game with at shoulder injury. So if you're the Texans, you're probably going to try. You are going to try to throw this ball. Throw more confident, trying to throw this ball. And this is not that good if you're now down 2 starters on the defensive side, and especially in the case of the secondary. But now, not only that, now you also gotta consider to yourself that this might be that this team may have just lost. Now this team may have just lost J.K. Dobbins for the rest of this game. Clearly for the rest of this game. That is not a good thing to see. I am. And this is not good if you're a fan right now. I'm going down to tweet. Yeah, and this is not good if you are a fan because it is. Yeah, he was being helped to the locker room. Let's see what else here. It appears to be an ankle injury. It appears to be an ankle injury. It is nothing to his knees. It's an ankle injury. So hopefully we just all agree it's just a twist. He just twisted it, or he isn't. I'm hoping it is. It's just he just twisted his ankle, or somehow it's just a twisted ankle or something where it's nothing too serious. at least be a mild, at least a sprain. If it's a sprain, please be a mild sprain where he can be back. At least rest him up for next week. Hopefully he's back next week. But, whoo boy. But this is actually the half you wanted if you are a Ravens fan. This is that was pretty much the way you wanted practically that to go if you're a Ravens fan. You pretty much wanted it. That is the drive you kind of wanted to see from that team from beginning to end. From drive, pretty much just getting that ball out in the open air, and aerial result looked great. And Save Flowers, I believe, was part of that whole thing. So let's see. I think Lamar went how many passes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for 5 on that drive. Right? Lamar went 5 for 5 at a whole drive. For those of you wondering. And that was perfect. That was a big time play. Big time completion. That is just what you wanted from that one. So here we go. Alright, I'm going to get some. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go get me some tissues. I'm going to get me a couple tissues because this issue of my nose being a little congested is starting to get to me. So I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to just go ahead and stop this real quick. I'll just be right back. Hold on. Alright. Okay. I'm back. We're going to go ahead. Let me get back. Let me get the face cam back on. Alright. Face cam back on. Alright. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. So we're getting stuff done. Getting stuff situated. So let's see what's going on here. Ravens. Alright, that's a 2nd and 16, and the ball is incomplete. Cloudy with that pressure. So, Cloudy is showing indication like, hey, he pretty much was like, let's be real. That man, he's trying to get his money. He was like, hey, y'all pay me some money. I'm trying to get my money right here. So, here we go, 3rd and 16. This is a 3rd and 16. First down, and this is out of. So let's see what happens here. Yes, is caught, and he's going to be short. 4th and short here. So he's going to be 4th and short. And this thing's doing its rollback. So let's see what happened here on 4th and 1. And hand off Dameon Pierce. And he will fall. And he does not get the ball. And doesn't get that ball across the line. and it is a turnover on downs, and the Ravens are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line of Houston, which means they can add more to the table. And right now it is looking like hopefully JK can at least, hopefully this ankle injury is, hopefully he's better, because but man, you gotta feel bad for J.K. Dobbins, because I wish he actually had a chance to. So right now, let's see what happens now, because right now we gotta see what's going on here. Let me check here. Now, don't get me wrong, he did walk under his own power, but I guess it has to be a sprain of some kind. So, we'll say that. But one thing about JK, he did walk off under his own power. So that's one thing we can say. Alright, here we go. First and... So right now, Gus Edwards is pretty much going to be the lead back. And that's going to be, let's see here. That man's going to be, he's going to eat. That man's going to be eating. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Alright, so here we go. 1st and 10 with a little over 7 minutes left in that quarter. So Ravens are going to get the football. Now, football at the Ravens at the Houston 42. That's Edwards on the carry, and he's going to get 3 on that one. So that's going to be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. I'm right now able to catch up because there was an injury on the field for Houston. So right now, alright, so shotgun here. 2nd and 7. Ball now at the Houston 39. And Gus Edwards hands it off, and he's got room, and he's going to get 13 on that play. And that is going to be a first set of downs for the Ravens. 1st down. Move them chains. Move them chains. Move them chains. Whoo! All right, 1st and 10. And it's doing this rollback shit again. Yep, back in there. All right, we'll just go with what is happening on the play here. Lamar Jackson would scramble for 6 yards to Houston's 20, but he ends up fumbling the ball. Ball would be recovered by Kevin Zeitler at the 23, and now what would have been a 2nd and 4 is now a 2nd and 7. However, a Houston player was injured during the play, named Ridgeway. Fumble was forced by Taveri Thomas. Number 4 for Houston, cornerback. And so right now, 2nd and 7 at the Houston 23. Right now, the injury, hopefully that injury isn't anything too severe. Hopefully for the player, if that injury is not too severe. Let's see. Wow, there was a lot of running room, and wow, there was a ton of running room. Yeah, Lamar, that one, that was kind of on Lamar's parts there, because he should have, He should have, yeah, because he was holding that ball like a basketball, and my guy got a little too careless with it. Yeah, Lamar, you got that part there was kind of all along Lamar right there. My man should have actually had that. All right, there we go. So we'll go ahead and move on to what's going on here. So Ravens now. Okay, so we got a first. Now the Ravens are at first and goal from the 6. First and goal from the 6 because of Lamar Jackson would try to find Odell Beckham Jr., but pass interference on Derek Stingley for pass interference, and that was a 17-yard penalty, and that is going to be a first. That's going to lead to the Ravens gain 17 free yards. Now first and goal. And then the following play, Justice Hill would go for 4 yards for a touch. 4 yards. And Justice Hill says, I'm getting it in there. And Justice Hill ends up getting a 2-yard, another touchdown. Touchdown for the Ravens. And the Ravens are now up 21-6. Soon to be 22. 22-6. Yeah, pass was intended for. Yep, you can definitely tell that was clearly pass interference because it was clearly for Odell Beckham, and he was easily going to get in their end zone, but my guy pretty much was not allowing him to at least have a chance in that one. Yep, clearly just put him off, and yep, Daryl Stingley Jr. So Ravens are out 22-6 right now off an amazing 5-play drive. 5-play drive. Thanks to the defense getting that turnover on downs at Houston's 42. And the Ravens looking like the Ravens are looking rather decent. So far, nothing's coming from the air yet. But I will say this, that the Ravens are running that ball, Ravens offense is running this ball. They're actually making something. They are actually making something out of the unfortunate circumstances that happened to one J.K. Dobbins. Hopefully, this ankle injury is a mild one. Hopefully he is able to come back. Hopefully Marcus Williams' shoulder injury isn't too serious where he can come back for next week. So right now, some people are pretty much slandering the running back over that ankle injury, and that's some craziness. I hope he's okay. I just want him to. Let's see, what is this? And urinary injury is pretty much tweeting, saying about bringing back Matt Canada. Call plays was a good idea, they said. The Steelers had a legit shot to win this game. They said, this is majestic shit, LMAO. As I think this is the first half, and I believe, yeah, it was pretty much the Steelers had 0 first downs, couldn't get anything on 4th third down, 12 plays, and had negative 3 yards total yards at one point in this game. Holy shit. What type of offense were you running? Yeah, 49ers are up. At this point, are up 27-7. Jesus. Yeah, they are really. Isn't it? So let's see what else is the inactives for the game. All right, so now we're at the kickoff. Okay, so right now this is but for Justice Hill, this is actually a good one because he is finally starting to get into, finally gain some points into the end zone right now, and that is actually pretty good. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on here. Go through here. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, here we go. So let's see what's going on here. And right, all right. So ball is at Houston 25, and apparently they called their first timeout. Houston end up unintentionally calling their very first time out. So here we go here. And it appears Houston called their first time out in the game. So here we go. First and 10 from their own 25. Let's get first and 10. They would have Devin Ziegler there will rush for a yard on that one, so that's going to be second and 9. It'll be second and 9. And next, CJ Stroud would find Noah Brown for a 7-yard completion. So now it is third and 2. Ball at the Houston 33. Yes, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering like how I'm able to catch up with this game, I am right now. My TV is under some significant delay, so I'm kind of using ESPN to kind of catch up on what the game is going on right now. So that is actually the one thing. And right now, CJ Stroud is froze in right now, and yeah, right now, CJ Stroud is starting to air this ball out because on 3rd and 2 from 33, CJ Stroud would find Nico Collins to using 47 for a first down for 14 yards. And now CJ Stroud is finding Tank Dell for another 10-yard completion, for an 11-yard completion, and another first down. And now the Texans are now at Baltimore's 42. So yeah, I think right now Ryan is saying, all right, let's get this off. Let's get the passing game going, because right now the Ravens are down a cornerback and a safety. So let's just push this ball out. Let's just start airing this ball out. And next play, second on 1st and 10, Devin Singletary would rush for 4 yards on this one. And clock's ticking, less than 4 minutes left in the quarter. My apologies, I'm dealing with also a ton of gnats here. So, okay, here. All right, and Devin Singletary would try to rush again, but would be stopped for no gain. So 3rd and 6 at Baltimore 38. That's 3 minutes left in the quarter. Yeah, right now I'm pretty much have the TV muted because I do not know how. And let's see, CJ Stroud would find Robert Woods for score for the would find Robert Woods to the Baltimore 29 for first down, and Pierce apparently for first down, but Laundry is on the field as Houston will be called for holding on, I believe, Jones, and for that it is now going to be now a third and 6 potentially was going to be a first down, is now going to be a third and 16 alone, third and 16. And now ball at the Ravens 48. And CJ Stroud would try to find Robert Woods again, and he would fall in that ball. Pass would be incomplete. So that is now 4th and 16. Which means Houston Spring Reese going to send their punting team out. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. Left in this quarter. Actually, I'm going to do this beforehand. Let me get the. We'll go ahead and prep up the purge alarm, purge sound. And get this thing set up. Let me pause this real quick. Make sure this doesn't play for a little bit. I'm gonna wait. I'm just having kind of just waiting for the everything to be readied up. I'm kind of just getting the. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the mic real quick. All right. When the make sure I have the what I wanted to play for the fourth quarter to come on in a second. So let me go ahead and have that ready. And all right, now we're back, and the Ravens are going to punt, and the first and Texans to punt, and now the ball is at the Ravens. Are now at the Ravens 20. Jackson's pass is going to fall short, incomplete to Charlie Kolar for incomplete. Next, on 2nd and 10, Justice Hill would rush for free. So now it's 3rd and 7 at the Ravens 23. And 90 seconds left in the quarter. And on 3rd and 7, pass is caught, and it's guess who it is? Odell Beckham Jr. Finally, oh my goodness, Charlie Kolar actually almost had it. It just bopped out of came out of his hands. He is saying to himself right now, "What happened to my hands?" Yeah, he had it in his hands for just a second, and he just could not corral the ball. It just slipped out of his hands. It was just, I know he is sick to his stomach. He wanted that catch. That man wanted that catch, and he couldn't get it. And it is 1st and 10. Ball is at the Ravens 31. And Lamar Jackson is going to be dropped back, but it is fumble on the play. We got a fumble on the play. picked up by Houston. And Houston now has a short field to actually make some in. Here. But one thing is for sure, we finally got the Lamar Jackson OBJ connection. Finally connects. Finally. And was able to get a first down before that. Unfortunate. Like, they got ready to like celebrate because they finally see the person who would play to be the catalyst to this offense. Oh, a bad snap. It was a bad snap. Lamar just had a bad snap and it just fumbles out of his hands and he is beside himself in anger. He's just like, shit. He's like, you can just tell him he is sick. And CJ pass is going to be, and right now so let's break down the next two plays here. As Dameon Pierce would rush for 4, and then on 2nd and 6, CJ Stroud would find Toriano for 11-yard completion for 7. Plus, and also it was enforced at that one was a face mask from Justin Mabuke. My goodness, my God, that's the second one in the game that is contributed to them being first. And that's basically going to set them at 1st and goal. And that's going to set them at 1st and goal at the Baltimore's 8-yard line. And we have now reached the end of the third quarter. And it's about that time. It's time to play. It's time to play the feet. Wow, he ran by him quick. And that face mask had to be when he was on the trenches. My God. If you go high, they're gonna call it. It has to be. He must have grabbed the face mask while it was actually going against the. Okay, now they just went backwards. Okay, now we're probably not gonna see that. So I guess it's about that time we play the music. Time to turn on the music. Let me turn down the volume a bit. Right around here, same length. And let's play the theme. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in the great love, and we are watching a great football game, opening week of the NFL football season, as the Ravens go up against the Houston Texans. Right now, they are leading 22-6. After first half that was a little shaky, Ravens have finally started to pour on the offense of Jets, but the Texans are threatening at the door, 1st and goal. And right now, the question is, do they have what it takes to keep the game going? And now the question is, how is this game going to end? Will it end with the Ravens gain a W? Or will the Texans take their receipt to the sperm bank and get a comeback? We will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you fourth quarter. All right. No. 2. All right. I think we're good now. All right. We're good now. All right. Let's see. Hope everyone's doing good today. We're actually going to see what's going on here. And we're going to go ahead and break. And actually, they're just now getting into the first quarter. And CJ Stroud would end up being sacked. It appears CJ Stroud would end up being sacked. And actually, wait a minute. Are we actually at the third quarter? Are we actually at the end of the fourth? Or we just have somehow a situation where they got an on-time down? Because it looks like that might be what happened, because I guess because the clock stopped at the end of the quarter, there was an untime that makes it an untime down. I don't know what's going on. The offense is on the field. I think they're telling CJ Stroud, like, hey, Unmuck, we got an untime down. We got to have an untime down. The quarter can't end on that since it was a defensive penalty. So I guess that's what they're telling them. So here we go, first and goal. Here we go, first and goal. Yep, referee is playing it. Yeah, they're explaining that there is an untime down. So here we go, first and goal. So here we go, first and goal. First goal. Texans lined up at the Baltimore 8-yard line. CJ Stroud throws back, and he cannot get it out in time, and he is sacked by Roquan Smith, and now we're going into the fourth quarter. Now we end the third quarter off as CJ Stroud would be sacked. And then on the next play, CJ Stroud would try to find Dalton Schultz, and he would be in. It is going to be incomplete. So now third and goal. Ball now at the Ravens 19. Can the Ravens defense hold them to number 3 points? We will see in just a second. So far, 4 plays and only 13 yards, and so far out of 30 seconds have been taken off the clock. Not just the rest of that third quarter, but also in now after 5 seconds. And CJ Stroud pass is short. Finds Noah Brown for an 11-yard completion, but Laundry will be at the field, as Houston, we called for an illegal shift, and that is a 5-yard penalty, and that means that ball is going back another 5 yards. So now ball is at the Ravens 24. Jeez, that sack, and that is actually that's free right now on. And Roquan Smith looking good, and he is going in the money. He is just making it rain because he knows some money is probably going towards his way. And on third and goal, CJ Stroud's pass is short throws to Robert Woods, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds for a 6-yard completion. That is going to be a 4th and goal at the Ravens 18. In Houston is marked, they're going to kick a field goal, and that's what they do, as Kyle Fairburn kicked a early 6-yard field goal. And now, score now is Ravens 22, Houston 9. Texans 9. It's 9. And Ravens actually had a swarm and almost could have actually got the pick in there. Could have gotten the pick. Now it was broken up by a legion of Ravens. Yes, Ardarius Washington almost could have taken that pick. Could have gotten that pick. And then look at the Ravens flock, they're going crazy. And this is third. I'm pretty much watching the actual game on TV right now. I'm kind of going with ESPN because that's kind of keeping up. There is some significant delay going on from my Amazon Fire Stick. My apologies. So, yeah, so the possibility of Houston scoring a touchdown will unfortunately be turned into a field goal. Now the Ravens got to do is just keep. Now the question is, how are the Ravens going to respond? Because hopefully, is this a different Baltimore Ravens team? Because usually at this time in the fourth quarter, it ends would end. Our offense would not get much done on offense. On offense in the fourth quarter, and it would lead for many teams to get their receipts to the sperm bank, and yet they come back. Can the Ravens put the foot on the gas and come out of this with the W? That is the question now. Because are we going to see the Ravens collapse, or are we going to see the Ravens do what they do best and actually get this game, get the W, get the job done? So let's see what happens here. I'm going to go ahead. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and check the Twitter. I did not call it X because fuck that. And right now, Utah Volleyball has once again won their game. Let's see. And after 3 quarters, the Steelers are down 27-7 over the 49ers against the 49ers. Oh, sheesh. According to Ian Rappaport, he is saying, according to his sources, J.K. Dobbins is feared to have suffered a torn Achilles. I feel bad for that man. I feel bad for that young man. That young man is tried so hard to get back from 2 ACLs in back-to-back seasons. Had a surgery, and I feel bad for that young man. He did not need this. This is what he feared, and he was wanting to get a contract, but Jesus. You feel bad because that is a player you deserved. He was going to do something, but now it appears his season is now over, and it appears maybe his career in Baltimore may have concluded. I feel bad for that dear man. If you're a Ravens fan, you probably feel. I feel sick for him. I feel bad for him. He did not deserve this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and move on. All right, so here we go. First and 10, the Ravens. Gus Edwards would rush for 2 yards. Rushing gain 2 yards. And unfortunately, Ronnie Stanley would get a false start, which would make it 2nd and 13. And Gus Edwards would rush for 4 more yards. So that sets up a 39 at the Ravens 26. So that's where we are at currently. I'm gonna put out a tweet real quick. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, all right, moving on. Lamar Jackson would on the 39 would find Zay Flowers for a 17-yard completion, but unfortunately, it appears Ronnie Stanley is injured during the play. Oh no! Oh my God! Football gods, can you please stop the carnage? Can you please, football gods, of all the people in this world, can you please just stop with your bloodlust? Why? Why of all places? Why? Anyways, let's see what this play looks. Let's see where it is. Where? Oh, he got caught by somebody. Somebody tripped him up. Is he at least moving under his own power? Oh, and he's like, I'm actually watched the play in question, and it looked like somebody like tripped him up. Somebody he got tripped up or something happened. But man, let's see what's going on. And now it's just like now you gotta ask questions of like what now Ryan Stanley's down. Hopefully this is hopefully it's not now and he was grabbing his right knee. Son of a I don't know what we did, but son of a all right. Let's continue onward. Let's see what's going on here. And Justice Hill would rush up middle for no gain, and on 2nd and 10, Lamar Jackson would not be able to get any, would find no gain on that one. He apparently would be sacked, and unfortunately on 3rd and 10, Lamar Jackson would get sacked again for 6, and Morgan Moses would be penalized for offensive, but Texans declined, and now it's a 4th and 16. This is really unfortunate that the Ravens have lost this many players. Yeah, it is getting go through everything else here. This is painful. There's so much to this that it is just not. Like right now, I don't even know what's going on here at this point. I'm just like right now. If you're a Raven fan right now, you are pretty much just. There's only one thing that right now Ravens fans are probably feeling right now, and I'm gonna go find a clip real quick. Here it is. Found it. Alright, let me play this. Let me play this real quick. Yeah, this is pretty much what the Ravens are feeling right now. Ladies and gentlemen.
So much pain! So much pain!
Yep, we're in pain. We are in pain. So much pain. So much pain right now. It is sick. It is sickening. Alright, we're back in this. Alright. Here we go. And let's go back to what's going on. 1st and 10, David Pierce would rush for 1. And on 2nd and 9, C.J. Stroud would throw a pass incomplete to Nico Collins. So Ravens defense is holding strong. Right now, 3rd and 9 at Houston 21. And on the next play, C.J. Stroud would find Nico Collins short over middle and would run and would throw for would get a 26-yard completion. And I believe that is George Fant. He's injured on the play during the play. How are a lot of fans feeling as of this moment? It hurts. Right now, hopefully there is no more injuries for the rest of this game. I'm hoping there's no more injuries for the rest of this game, because that is the last thing we need, is more people getting injured. And I say that not just on my side of the field, I'm also saying that for both sides on the team, both sides on the field. So I don't know what else. So I don't know how else to be feeling right now. Right now, hopefully this is. Hopefully there's no other injuries. The rest of this game. I'm pretty much just hoping that happen. So right now it is we're 9 minutes 20 seconds left in the game. Houston has the ball first and 10 at their own 47. So right now we are just hoping that this is going. Let's go. Let me go check the rest of the league in terms of their scores real quickly before we go back. All right, so we're in the fourth quarter with Falcons and Panthers. Falcons are up 24-10 with less than 4 minutes left in the fourth. The fourth Browns are ahead of the Bengals 24-3. 24-3. 3. And there is a little over 8.5 minutes left in that game. And right now, Colts are ahead of the Jaguars 21-17, but the Jaguars are threatening 4 yards away from second and 4 at Indianapolis 5. So we're in red zone. Red zone, and with less than 7 minutes left in the game. And right now, the Buccaneers are now ahead of the Vikings 2017 as Chase McLaughlin boots a 57-yard field goal for that lead with a little over 5 minutes left in the game. Saints are ahead of the Tennessee Titans 16-12, and there's a little over 9 minutes left in the game. 49ers are blowing the Steelers' backs out with a 27-7 lead with a little over 6 minutes left in the game. And the Commanders are ahead of the Cardinals 17-16 with less than 5 minutes left in the game. So that is where we are at currently. Appears we have somehow a. Alright, first down from 37. CJ Stroud would be sacked again, and this time by David Ojabo. And he would force a fumble, and it is recovered by the Ravens. And the Ravens now have the ball at Houston's 42-yard line. And with 9 minutes left in the game, the Ravens can try to put more. Is now have an opportunity to take the dead Namekian to the funeral home, and they try to put the nail in the coffin. And right now, Ravens are now at 3-6, as Gus Edwards would run 2 times, first and 10, no gain, second one for 4, third and 6 at Houston's 38. And let's see what this clock is running right, and I'm actually seeing this play happen as Ojabo finally showcasing his prowess, and this is his first season. And we have on 3rd and 6, Lamar Jackson would find Odell Beckham for a 29-yard completion, and now is first and goal at the 9 at Houston's 9-yard line. Finally, we are seeing the Ravens. We're seeing the Lamar Jackson OBJ connection. Finally, our clip is finally coming through to fruition. But the fumble by Ojabo finally showcasing his prowess. and showcasing that he is what he is hyped up to be, finally in his first. And also, this is the first season he's showcasing his expertise. The young buck finally showing his through. And it looks like Ronnie Stanley is standing up. He is talking to him. And it looks like everything is looking good for him. So he seems like it's just, so it looked like somehow he just pulled something, and he's fine. So we're good. And, all right, second and goal for the Ravens, and as Lamar Jackson, which would throw to Bello Beckham for a 2-yard completion, but unfortunately it was an illegal formation, and that is a 5-yard penalty. So now 2nd and 9 is now 2nd and 14, but still 2nd and goal nonetheless. So, let's see what happens here. And Justice Hill would rush for 2 yards, and we have another injury. It's down with Tyler Linderbaum as the football gods need to stop. Football gods need to stop with your bloodlust. Please stop. The football gods says no. We need more. Feed us more. Why? If there's any question, if there's any question to the football gods, the only question you gotta ask is why? Do the Ravens gotta deal with that? And woo! I am now finally seeing that beauty of the past, and my goodness. Man is hot, as advertised. Ravens flock is going crazy. They are like, yes! Yes! This is what we wanted! This is what we paid you to do! And you're doing it for us! So let's see what happens here on this 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. So we have a timeout. So right now it is timeout right now. So let's see here. Yeah, he is, right now, he is bent over. He is like, somehow he is feeling pain. It is about, and he's lying prone. He was, so here we go. What's going on here? All right, 3rd and goal now. And Lamar Jackson would find Zay Flowers with a 3-yard loss. So now it's 3rd and goal from their 15. What is this looking like? Ooh, he got clipped from the back of the knee, and he cannot get back up. Jeez. It's one of those things where these big bodies are moving around so fast. It just, these random things just happen, and that, hopefully, it is not too serious. And this is a ad if you're Ravens in the offensive line. That's so fourth and goal. Now Ravens are at fourth and goal from their own 21. And now at Houston's 21 as Jackson would find save Flowers and could not get anything. But that of course will have Justin Tucker come on out to kick a 39-yard field goal, and it's good. And now with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game, the Ravens are up 25-9. But man, if you are a Ravens fan, it is you're asking pretty much that you're probably asking the question of yeah, hold on one second. I'm trying to put the clip up. I'm trying to get the clip. I'm getting a bunch of other random stuff. Where's that? Jeez, it has to be somewhere. Okay, never mind. I cannot find it. I was like, I'm trying to find that clip where Joe Biden's like, why? Yeah, I cannot find that. Because it's just him, and he's just going, why? And I cannot find it. I'm just like, I'm searching, and I just cannot find it. It's just saying, nope, you ain't in that clip, sir. I'm like, basically, YouTube is just telling me, like, is not allowing me to use that clip. So, cannot find that clip, nor can I use it. So, YouTube is just telling me I can eat a dick. That's pretty much what they just said. So, we're moving on. Alright. But still, like I said, that's pretty much what we're all feeling right now. Ravens are saying, why? In this situation. Just, why? So. That's pretty much what they pretty much said to the Ravens, is saying when it comes to these injuries, Raven, the injury fuck God's just saying we need more. And so here we go. It is second. All right. It is 3rd and 4. Third and 4. First and 10. On first and 10, C.J. Stroud would throw to Noah Brown for a 6-yard completion. And then on no huddle, C.J. Stroud would throw to Robert Woods, and that would be incomplete. Houston challenged it, and that play was upheld. As a result, that is timeout number 2 of Houston being used as a result. So now it is 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 at Houston's 31. They pretty much need to get. They pretty much don't have. They pretty much. This is a four down. This is pretty much 4 downs territory here. Pretty much for the Texans here. This is pretty much 4 down territory for the Texans here. So for the Texans here. So. So let's see what else is going on here in the NFL. let's see what we're gonna re-announce now. As things have gotten a little nuts. Alright. I mean, the only bright side to this whole game is somehow the Steelers got absolutely embarrassed. It's getting absolutely embarrassed, and it's kind of hilarious. See, that's why, to me, I'm just saying, I have not said anything about the Ravens. I said I was not trying to hype myself up, and right now, the one thing that is good is like a lot of the other players are really not trying. Because you got the bank, the Browns are up 24-3. At least the good thing is there's at least some silver lining to some of this stuff, because at least the team is actually doing good. All right, on the third and four, CJ Stroud would scramble for the touchdown for himself, and he would try to find himself would scramble for 11 yards to get that first set of downs, and CJ Stroud on the first play, on that next play, Stroud would throws incomplete to Robert Woods. And now on second and 10, CJ Stroud would get sacked. This time by Darius Washington. That's pretty much, I think that's 4 or 5 in this game by Stroud, CJ Stroud. That one. So right now it is looking not so. And CJ Stroud would scramble and run for 5 yards. And now that is a 4th and 13. And he got just before that half was completed for the 2-minute warning. Make it just before the 2-minute warning. So he's at least trying to go out. He's right now trying to close out. Go out. He's trying to go out swinging, and I respect it. And finally, on the 4th and 13, CJ Stroud would try to find Noah Brown, and it falls incomplete, and the Ravens would get the football back with 2 minutes and 1 second left on, and 1 second on the clock. 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock. And Houston now only has 1 timeout and a 2-minute warning. All the Ravens got to do is get a first down, burn that timeout, get the first down, 2 kneel downs, game. And 1-2 kneel downs, and that's a game. If you're Ravens, hopefully those 10 yards is easier said than done. And like I said, we'll run the football, rush for free, and that's going to take us to a 2-minute warning right there. And that's going to take us to a 2-minute warning right then there. Yeah, let's say tomorrow. Let's say we're gonna be praying because right now, if you're Ravens, you want to not do any worse injuries from this point forward. So, Ravens had 5 sacks in this game. If you're wondering, 5 sacks in this game. And that is pretty much going to be the game. And, alright, game is done. And that's the Browns have won this game 24-3 over the Bengals. So Cincinnati is going to be going into the Ravens game 0-1. 0-1, and unfortunately for the Minnesota Vikings, they fall short 20-17 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, you can tell that the young lady right there, she's hurting because she's like hoping that these injuries are not too serious. Hopefully some of these guys, these are mild and hopefully they're active. But unfortunately, J.K. Dobbins might be out for the rest of the season. All I know is it hurts. All I know is it hurts. It hurts so much. So, yeah, alright. So I think that let's look at the rest of the league right now in terms of their games, see what other games is finished. It's been finito. Colts are at first and goal from Jacksonville's free, and they're down 10. 31-21. Jaguars will lead. But Colts is trying to make this a game. They're trying to take their season experiment and get their comeback. We're now at 2-minute warning with Baltimore, with Titans and Saints. Saints lead 16-15. New Orleans has the ball. 2nd and 14 at their own 25. So they're trying to get this clock down. And Ravens are now 3rd and 4 as Gus Edwards, I believe, rushed for 3 more yards again. And Houston has now called their final timeout. All the Ravens got to do is get themselves a first down. Get that first down and once again take the dead Namekian to the mausoleum and put the nail in the coffin. Will they do it here? And Baltimore's going to call a timeout of their own, their second timeout in the game. So let's see what's going on here with the rest of this. Let's see. And Justice Elwood is going to fall short for 4 yards. 4 yards, but Ravens are just going to run this clock down short. Run this clock down. So we're probably going to be Texans are going to have just less than a minute left to get some score of some kind. But it is pretty much all but over. And Baltimore caught their last time out. 1:04 left in the game. 1:04 left. So they're probably going to send the punt team out just to kick that ball punt and have this ball be okay. So it looks like that is pretty much a rough game. So yeah, this was a rough game. It was a kind of rough victory. I would say this is a rough victory. Ravens pretty much. Yeah, that one is a little questionable. Why would you have him hand off the ball from right there? Yeah, I don't know. That was a interesting one. And okay, apparently Michigan State fired their head coach Mel Tucker. So I don't think. Okay. So Stout actually boots this thing 40 yards to Houston's 10. Fair catch by Tank Dell, and now Texans got the ball with 58 seconds left in the game. So this is interesting. All right. Hopefully that Marcus Williams injury isn't too serious, where he could. Hopefully it's not too crazy. So let's see what's going on here. So CJ Stroud rose to Mike Boone for a 5-yard completion. So right now they're gonna go no huddle here. Probably gonna go no huddle here. If I know this enough. No, it's enough. Let's see where it is. Okay, now I see what it is. So allegedly, there's a sexual harassment allegation investigation. So apparently the person complaint claimed Tucker sent her gifts, asked if she would date him if he wasn't married, and allegedly masturbated without her consent during a phone call. Okay, yeah, you gotta go, sir, you gotta go. Yeah, no, my God. Oh, okay, that man was wilding. So allegedly, after the spring game, so what happened was Tracy visited Michigan State in August 2021 and April of 2022 to speak to the football team about preventing sexual misconduct, and she was named an honorary captain at the team's spring football game during that April visit. And after the game, Tracy said that Tucker called her multiple times and asked her repeatedly to meet him alone, and even suggested slipping into her hotel through a back door so no one would see him. According to a USA Today report, Mrs. Gate actually hired an outside Title IX attorney to investigate Tracy's complaint, which was filed in December last year, according to USA Today report. And in a March letter to the investigator, Tucker said that their relationship was mutually consensual and intimate. But he did say in statements to the investigator, Tucker did acknowledge the fact that he did allegedly masturbate on the call, but he claimed that the two had consensual phone sex. Wow, that man, yeah, my man. Yeah, and according to Tracy, she said on the investigator that, according to the USA Today report, she told the investigator that Tucker's romantic interest was clearly one-sided. Yeah, yeah. All I know is this. Yeah, my man, you gotta yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make this part clear. If she say no, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta go. That's the key to the word. Let me say this one more time in case anyone needs to understand. If the woman says no, you gotta go. So that's my TED talk for that one. Anyways, all right, let's go through the rest of the games. All right. So it's official. Ravens down one. F1 25-9. They have sealed it. Let's go through all the scores right now. Falcons beat the Panthers 24-10. Jaguars beat the Colts 31-21. Saints clutch it out 16-15 over the Tennessee Titans. The Washington Commanders have beaten Arizona Cardinals 20-16. Ravens have officially won it 25-9. And the Browns have beaten the Bengals 24-3. The Buccaneers edge out the Vikings 20-17. And the San Francisco 49ers have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-7. Right now, so if you're Ravens, you're up 1-0. You're going into this game against Cincinnati, against the Bengals in Cincy 1-0, while the Bengals are down 0-1. And I know this: if there's going to be one thing and one thing only, is they're going to try to bounce back, and that's the one that you got to consider, that you want to bounce back. And right now, if you're the Ravens, you're hoping that there's no other injuries the rest of this game. You just hope that the few injuries you have is minute, and you go into this one healthier. So we got a lot here. So one quick look at Ravens fans right now going on. Let me go ahead and look at all those Ravens fans. Ravens are pretty much celebrating. And unfortunately, Houston Texans, they're playing. So unfortunately for Houston Texans, as the diligent, vigilant, sagacious, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual V. Chiselons would say, to take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train. You lose, because today you lose. I will say it again. Tonight you lose. Once more, you lose. As your quest to start your season off with a W ends in a failure. Once again, I said your quest to start your season off with a W ends in a failure. And tonight, what you gonna have for dinner? And unfortunately, it ain't anything tasty. It's going to be one thing, and that is what? As Shannon Sharp would say, a fresh, hot ass. And that's the same to the Bengals, to the Steelers, to the Vikings, the Cardinals, the Titans, the Colts, and the Panthers are doing, along with the Kansas City Chiefs. Nothing but owls. Fresh, hot owls for y'all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and close this out. Close the stream out. Sorry, this is not the best stream. It ended. It's kind of not best looking. But at the end of the day, Ravens have won it. Ravens win 25-9. We go into Cincinnati with a W. With a W. So, with a W, hopefully this is better than nothing. Hopefully. Anyways, let me go ahead and close it out. There's gotta be a way we close this out tonight. Let me go ahead and find something. Find something here. So yeah, I want to thank you all very much for watching this watching this stream. If you have watched the stream, thank you. And anyone who has played a role in this, thank you all very much. I'm going to go ahead and close you all out. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way of closing this out. Trying to find a good goodbye way of saying goodbye, but well, yeah, this is unfortunately the worst way I wanted it to come out and to at least go out. So, anyways, if anybody is staying to watch, thank you guys very much. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Take care, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jason Michael Johnson. I appreciate you all for joining me. Thank you all very much. Y'all have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Peace!